Hello, welcome back to the new episode of After 5 at Jumix. And today we are very, very delighted to have our special guest. But before that, as usual, I am Deanna here and
San still here.
So today, this very morning, although it's called After 5 at Jumix, but then in the morning we have our special guest here and our very first guest.
After 5 a.m. now.
After 5 a.m. right now. So you have Nicholas and May from Penang Foodie. You know this blog is very, very famous since I think 2016 when I'm on Facebook and looking for food to eat, I'll definitely see them. And they have been around for 4 years ago, and today they have grown from 0 to 3.5 million followers on all their brands. And how many pages you guys have right now? Like
we have a total of 7 pages now.
7 pages. Wow. Okay. So of course, before we even start the conversation, we would like to do a brief introduction of Nicholas. So what do you do? What's your background? How did you came out about? And tell us more.
Okay. Hi guys, I'm Nicholas. I'm the co-founder of Foodie Media. And I handle business side of my company. So every day operation, I will be handling business inquiries. And then 4 years ago, I started it as a side hustle. Mm-hmm. So we didn't know this will become a business.
Yeah.
So I started it to earn more side income.
Yeah.
Like my target is only like 5 ringgit per day.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
So it's just enough to cover my lunch. And then we keep on doing it with my partners, and one day we realize it can become business.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So are you both like foodies yourself?
Yeah, sure. So I believe every Penang night is a foodie.
Yeah.
We are so proud of our food.
Yeah.
So since young, my parents would bring me around to explore the food in Penang. So yes.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. So tell us more about you.
Okay,
May.
so I'm May. So I'm also one of the co-founders. So actually, I started joining Nicholas in 2017. So in 2016, he actually started the blog, so the website. So after in 2017, I joined him and I started doing videos. So together, so we have both written side and the video side, the visual side. So and also together with his brother, Edward, that's when the whole thing become a boom. And we were also quite shocked at first. So after a while, we decided in 2018 to go full-time into this venture. Yep. So that's when we take it as a media company.
Okay. So are you both like from the media or mass communication background?
No.
None of us are.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So my background is marketing.
Okay.
Degree in marketing.
Okay.
So, but from time to time, my interest is in digital marketing. So it is kind of aligned with what we are doing today. So how to get followers, how to get more visitors onto our website. So I'm more interested in digital marketing. So we learn all the video editing ourselves. So through each other lah. So we share how we do the video, how we do the captions, and then May play a very important role in that because the very first viral video is actually done by May.
Wow. You have to definitely share us your success story.
Yes. What was the first video that goes viral?
It's China House. So I branded it as like the longest cafe in Penang. Yeah. So to our surprise, a lot of people actually like it and they're proud of it. Like because they serve very good cakes and it's actually a very iconic cafe in Penang. Yeah. But then to catch people's attention, you need to have a very attractive title, I would say. So when you say the longest cafe in Penang, people are actually very interested to see, so which one is the longest cafe in Penang? And when they share it, they're like, see, this cafe is in Penang in my hometown. So when you're here, let's go explore it. Yeah. So that's the kind of feedback we get from that video. And yeah, people are liking it because of the story behind the cafe and the uniqueness of the cafe. Yeah. So personally, I'm from finance background.
Oh.
Yeah. So actually, I just go on YouTube, Google how to make the video. Yeah. So from there, we actually share how to create the videos ourselves.
I see.
I have a fun fact to share here.
Yeah.
So when I started in 2016, so after a year, we celebrated our first 1K followers.
Okay.
So after a year.
Yeah.
So it wasn't an overnight
Yeah,
follower.
it was. Yeah.
But after the video that she did, in a week, we gained 8,000 likes.
Wow.
So you can really see the difference from all the articles that I produced, like over 50 to one videos. So
to grow that much.
yes.
But from before you guys started, I mean, the China House video, did y'all do videos first or just articles, mainly just written articles to become like for the video to go viral?
Prior to that, it was just articles.
So you just want to do videos?
Yeah, that time I remember I was still using his Samsung phone.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was just let's try it, like promote this place in a video form instead of in a written form. Yeah.
I think that time when in 2016, videos are still not very so...
Correct.
Yeah, it was still very hard to find videos that are good on Facebook.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's like everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
I
say
think-
that one is the right time that
Yeah.
we come out video form. So I think we read somewhere like videos is going to be huge in 2020, like 4 years ago. So we believe that, and then we try to produce our content
Yeah.
in video form, and then it just get better.
Okay, cool.
So I have a questions here. You guys produce videos, you write blogs, and you also take a lot of photos. So why not you guys like brand yourself as like an influencer or content creator instead of a media company?
Okay. I think our company, Good Foodie Media, is a pool of great content creator that gather together. Then we brand ourselves as a media company. So we don't have an influencer in our company. We don't have a personality, a person that introduce food. More so, we are branding. We have our own brand, Foodie, that I think everyone can be a foodie. So in our company, everyone can be foodie and creator. So yeah, we don't.
So can we say
necess-
like everyone inside the company is a foodie itself? They love
Yes.
food, they write about.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's like the basic requirements when you come to HR recruitment. Are you a foodie? If you're not, then
What's your
sorry.
favorite
That's quite true. We will always ask them what's your favorite food, and then we'll ask them to write about their favorite food store, or they make a video for it.
Okay,
Yes.
that's like the basic requirements. So you guys like listening, if you want to work in Penang Foodie or any sub brand they are working on, remember you have to be a foodie and you have to know which food you like eating, because I can't think of a food I really like eating. Like
Yes,
I
me too.
I just like
what's
eating
for
a lot
lunch,
of food.
we have
Yeah.
no choices.
Okay, cool. So before we go to that, I think we should actually know how many brands y'all hold right now for Good Foodie Media. I think there are a lot. The ones that we can mention are like Penang Foodie, of course, the first one, the pioneer, and then KL Foodie, Singapore Foodie, Johor Foodie, Bangkok Foodie. So other than that,
Okay, so actually we also have Halal Foodie and 吃货.
okay.
So because we want to target Muslim friendly Muslim audiences, so a lot of them when we post videos they will ask, is this halal or not? So we want to dedicate a page for them so that they can easily find food they like on that page itself. Yeah, so it's easily accessible to all our audiences. And also for 吃货, because as we know it, there's a lot of Chinese based audience in Penang.
Yeah.
So as well as any other states in Malaysia. So for that page, we actually pull in all the food source from all the states in Malaysia. So it's not just Penang food on that page, but food in KL, Penang, Johor. So all over the states can be in that page. So for our Chinese audience, they can actually look at our Chinese content on that page.
Okay, yeah, I think,
I think that's a
makes
very
sense.
good
Yeah.
initiative, because I think for the Muslim community, sometimes it's very hard for them to go
Yeah.
look for a halal restaurant. Right?
Sometimes
so
they will feel very disappointed. Like let's say they like that food, but it turns out it's not pork free or Muslim friendly. Yeah, so we want them to be able to browse through content with comfortably. Yeah, when they know that all the food there, they can actually go and try it out. Yeah.
Okay. So interestingly, you guys going into like different market. You have Singapore, you have Bangkok, you have Johor. So actually, how do you guys started the expansion? Like, do you hire someone there, or you actually go to that place and do your own survey, do your own research? How does it go?
Okay. We will always go to the market ourselves first.
Okay.
So we'll do a research, and we also create a community. So every page that we create, we have a groups.
Oh.
So from there, we can get all the real hidden gems.
So that's the secret.
Secret.
Okay.
So
It's no
I
longer a
think-
secret.
Correct. So with everybody recommendation, so we can come out very good listing, and we can recommend the real food to the world. But our mission is to promote the local food. So we will usually hire local.
Yeah,
Once we
yeah.
establish in the market, like for example Singapore, so we have 5 person there now. So 4 of them are Singaporean. So we
makes
really
sense.
need real locals
Yeah.
to tell the tell the followers or tell the foodies what to eat.
I see.
Yep.
But for Bangkok Foodie, communication is a barrier there. How would you like?
Or do you learn the Thai language?
Yeah,
yourself?
have you?
So we sent 2 local
Penang
team there,
Knights,
Penang
yeah.
Knights
Oh,
there.
okay.
So they were with us for a very long time, for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Since we just
So
started. Yeah.
yeah, so we treat them as a partner. So they go there as a partner. So yeah, they are starting to learn Thai language now.
Yeah.
Because obviously Thai, their native is always Thai.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are just starting out there, but once things take off, then we will definitely hire locals there to help them out. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So with that, I think I did a little bit of like Kaypo research. Like before that, is the page Penang Foodie was called Pintrip.
Yeah.
What is Pintrip about? And like that's a bit of history.
Yeah, so Pintrip is actually started with by me and my brother Edward.
Okay.
So we want to create a Airbnb for tour guides. So my partner, my brother Edward is actually part-time tour guide during 2016. So we all just want to earn more income.
Yeah.
So he was a tour guide and a Grab driver.
Oh,
So Pintrip come up with the idea to gather all the tour guides and then connect locals to the tourists. But the thing is we do not have tech background. So we bought the domain, we start a page. When we want to do the website, we have zero know-how.
Yeah.
So we turn it into Penang Foodie
Yeah.
after a while.
Your strengths lah, like both of you would go and look for places to
with
eat.
with no tag.
Oh, yeah.
So we just writing,
Yeah.
produce articles. That one we can do because both of us are marketing background. So we do write content for our company previously. Yes.
So that point of time, you guys really thought that you should be working on your strengths instead, like for whatever y'all do, rather than going to the risk that y'all don't know. Like for example,
yeah,
tech.
for sure. Because of the limitation of your technical know-how.
Yeah.
So you should really focus on your strength when you first started.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah, I think coming out with content nowadays, right? Like for you guys, you're still so active on so many pages. So in average, how many stores or how much food you have to consume to be able to come out with so much content? Like so many brands look like how much? 7 pages?
7 pages.
So how much food do you have to consume?
So
I think in Penang, our typical is like 1 to 2 per day, but in KL, it has to be 2 to 3 per day. Yeah, so it really depends on the location.
So
Because
you have like consume 2 lunch and 3 dinners.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
Serious?
Yeah. So by doing this job, I gain around 15 kg
Wow.
in a year.
I
So
bet that's a
we have to
sacrifice,
try food and then we have to tell the people. So because we are a media company, so every day we have to come out something for our people,
Yeah.
for our community, right? So we eat a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, as May said, 1 to 2 per day.
Okay. So you get all your stuff to eat together, or you just go like you eat this one, I eat that one.
yeah, we go in groups.
Yeah,
we
we go
don't
in
go all
groups.
together because we each have our own content to
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
And we also try to not to waste the food. So sharing is better option. Yes.
Yeah, so usually when we go out for shooting, then in a few groups, then we will bring back the food when
Do a
we can
tapao.
finish. So the table will always be full of food.
Yeah. Okay, that's the advantage to work in Good Foodie Media, okay?
Yeah.
Because you get to eat a lot.
And eat for free. So when we do a hiring, we
Yeah.
always advertise as you can eat for free.
Different type of food every day.
So there was like one moment of time when bubble tea was such a hype. So y'all drink like
Wow, yeah. At that time, our table is always full of bubble tea.
okay.
Yeah, sometimes
okay.
they will bring a box
Yeah.
just to
Just
bring
to
all the
carry
bubble tea, different type
Oh
of
my.
flavors to come back.
Yeah.
I think that would be heaven in our office.
Yeah.
But so much bubble tea every day. I'm sure you guys, do you have like a side plan? Say, okay, you can go to this gym for how much that y'all,
Yeah.
support.
So our people here,
Yeah.
they go to gym right now.
Yeah, because
We have a gym downstairs in our office, so they go.
So after work, they will go to burn some calories.
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's a minimum requirement to do that. Yeah. So let's see Sense.
Yes.
In terms of business and entrepreneurship,
Yeah.
how they expanded.
Yeah.
Have
You see that there's an interesting figure here. They have 3.5 million followers. So, as Facebook and Instagram, they have this kind of algorithm. They keep changing. How do you guys, survive in this kind of challenging environment?
Okay. I think to be honest, we don't really see the numbers. So we everyday operation, we tell ourselves and tell our people, we need to share the best food to the community. But because as a company, we must always embrace the changes of the algorithm of the platform. So we try to be present on every platform. Like TikTok is growing right now.
Yeah.
We are there. Google search, we are there because we write a lot of articles. They are all SEO friendly. So we try to be everywhere. So this is how. But we're also investing in technology right now. So we are now a media company, but in a few months, our app will be out.
Oh.
So that's our asset. That's how we protect. That's how our people can view. If the algorithm change, they can also go to our app and see what to eat, what to explore in other cities as well. So yeah, we are investing in apps, and the app is called Foodie Plus.
Okay.
It'll be out soon.
Okay. We have like some exciting news here. Like, so if we always don't know where to eat, like during lunchtime, 吃什么？这个是 I think this question is a question of the day for
Yes.
every office.
Even-
吃什么？吃什么？
Even we are foodie, right? We also have these questions.
Okay.
So in the apps, right, we have actually one spinning. When you click during lunchtime, when you click the spin, it will tell you what to eat.
Okay.
And the best part is you will get an offer from the merchant.
Wow. Okay.
So we are. This is our
Just a sneak peek here.
sneak peek here,
Okay,
and one of the feature.
那个重点是它几时会出
So we are in our last stage of developing.
Okay.
So our target is April.
April. Okay. So
Our
in
target is
April 吃什么这个问题应该会比较
It will
少
be
一
solved.
点。
It will be solved.
Yeah. That's a good thing. So it's only based in Penang or
Okay, it will start in Penang first
okay.
because we have more resources here,
Yeah.
but it will surely go to other market as well.
I see. Okay. I think this is a very interesting application. So right now you are using your own database,
Correct.
the places that you've been
Yes.
to put into the app, and then they just look nearby places.
Yeah, you can look nearby places at our apps. You can also get like buy one free one deals at our apps.
Which
So-
is affiliated to you guys.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's actually a subscription model.
yeah.
So it's like Netflix for food. So we will be talking to merchant that give out special discount for foodie. So or buy one free one deals. So they have to pay a month for foodie. They have to pay like our initial offering is 15 ringgit per month, 99 ringgit per year. So for that, but you will get to access to 100 of offering. Yes.
I think it's a very good membership. I think
Yeah, it's a membership program.
Yeah.
So because we have been writing a lot of deals articles for the past 12 months, and we are seeing good results of that. So we all love promotion.
Malaysians
Yeah,
love
discount.
deals,
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's also a way to help our merchant to gain more business as well. So it will be a membership, and then all the data we will be not sharing all to them but we will be telling this pool of customer visit your cafe last month. So we will be giving them analytic tools to measure as well. So we are helping both way now.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah,
So
I think
this is Nicholas' strategy in case in the future the Facebook, like Mark Zuckerberg is like the Thanos in Marvel.
Yes,
He snaps
one
his finger.
snap.
then
Yeah.
half the
Correct,
page
correct.
gone. Yeah. So this is the strategy Nicholas has. I mean, in a range for the future. Right. So speaking of that, we also heard that you have a collaboration with the Penang Tourism Council. So what was the activity back then?
Okay.
So with PGT, Penang Global Tourism, we actually created 20 videos. So each focus on top 20 of the best of something in Penang. So there is something that Penang Foodie's visual connects with PGT, that is to bring more tourists into Penang, to grow Penang's tourism. So we are very happy and we are very proud that we align together on this vision. So we actually, that video, 20 videos is for PGT, Penang, Visit Penang 2020. Yeah. So together we hope that with those videos, we can bring in more tourists. Yeah. So we will also like to thank PGT for this opportunity to for us to create very quality videos. So we actually our whole team dedicated a few months 3 to 4 months just to create these 20 videos. Yeah, top 20 nasi kandar, top 20 best night spots to show people all different faces of the beauty of Penang. Yeah.
Wow. So meaning that there are more than 20 places that you can go to for each of the listings that you are saying in Penang itself.
Yes.
Like Penang is so small. I didn't even know that 20 places. Every time, 去哪里? Go where? Don't know what to do. So, okay.
Correct. So we did like 20 best lunch spot, dinner spot, 20 halal food in Penang. So thankfully, the CEO of PGT is very supportive. He was from marketing and advertising background as well. So he knows that this partnership is very valuable to his vision as well, to his marketing goal.
Yeah, because more and more people is going on social media. So that's also where Penang Foodie's strength is. So we have a lot of followers on social media. That is how we want to reach not only locals but tourists. Yeah, that's how we want them to discover the beauty of Penang.
Okay, there's one question that I'm like very, very curious on. Like for Penang taste buds, you know, like we have that kind of specific taste buds that is very spoiled, I would say. Like no matter where you go, no taste one. Like everything, if it's too like blunt or anything, we'll just say, 没有味道的. So like for you guys, is it an advantage or disadvantage when you are going to places and going to other states? Like for example, if you're going to somewhere in Johor and then you taste something that all Johorians would say, 哇,很好吃, 很好吃. But when you all go there, it's like, 这个哪里这样好吃? So how you guys would like...
I think that's also our strength, right? As a Penang we born here. So our taste bud is, like I say, is stronger.
Yeah.
So whatever we say is nice in other state, I would say it's confirmed nice.
Okay.
Because of our strength. There's a saying like Penang one is better.
Yeah. Hashtag Penang one is better. Okay, this one,
I think by now Nicholas and May is already the 食神.
Yeah, maybe the taste buds are like, 这个是酸甜苦辣 everything can. Yeah, okay. But okay, if you come to a food that is really not so good lah,
Yes.
and you still have, it's a paid job,
Yes.
how would you like go and write?
Okay, there's one case I'm always sharing with my friends or family. We actually refund them. Because what we want is integrity as well.
Yeah.
Although they pay us, but we have so many people that believe in us. So we usually will refund them and tell them nicely. Ask them to improve. Like tell them what's wrong.
Yeah.
Then after a few months, if they improve, then they can advertise again.
I see. So you guys really go through very strict like quality check on the food before everything is...
Yeah, sure. So our team will go through, like ask them what's the background. So we'll do a research on all the review site.
Okay.
Google reviews, Facebook reviews. Once we think it's okay, then we will only send them our proposal.
In terms of like cleanliness, like food cleanliness, I think 你们吃那么多, like every day you're eating like how many food? 3 meals a day. I'm sure there's one specific meal that will make you have food poisoning or something. So with that, like you guys do go back and tell them, hey, 你的食物有点...
Okay, so we always do the videos and we get a chance to go into their kitchen.
Okay,
so fortunately, some of them is very clean, but we also come across some is not so clean, right? So this is an issue. So we will surely tell them.
So to be safe, you have to follow Nicholas and May to go to lunch. Confirm is clean.
Confirm is good and clean.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think the reviewer can rest assured because all the recommendation by Foodie is confirmed is good and clean. Yeah, I think the viewers can be.
I think there is one thing that really we have to put out there, like for you guys that are creating so many, contents every day. I think some people may think, 不知道是真的吗? Like that kind of attitude to see it because there's so much. Like you guys create so much content, right? So all these kind of smaller things now it's like confirmed stamp and chop. So it's really gone through your strict regulation or requirements to be able.
By Good Foodie.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. So, Sans, do you want to start a food business now?
Let me consider about it. I do not want to compete with the seafoods here.
Because if you want to start a business, it's the best time to, ask for advice, right?
Yeah, how about, I think some of our listeners might want to start a cafe or a hawker themselves. So do you guys have any advice for them so that they don't go to a roadblock or face some challenges in their business?
Sure, I think food quality is the number one criteria. Do not create buzz or viral just to get like 3 months visibility. Really focus on the food quality, right? Taste is very important. I think price point is also very important in the market right now. So with good taste and good price, you actually succeed in the F&B business.
I see.
Yes.
I think that's a very good advice. You guys need to take note if you want to start a food business.
And also try to make it as halal food.
In Malaysia?
In Malaysia.
So you can attack the bigger market.
Yeah, we can go into a bigger
So
market.
that everyone can
Everyone can eat, can enjoy your food.
But talking about price lah, I mean, in different states, for example, in Penang, in KL, in Johor, pricing on average, like in Penang, average cafe food will be like maybe 15 ringgit. Hawker food may be like 6 ringgit. It's like very, very expensive already. So in your words, like how would a person from F&B background to set the proper pricing for their food? Like what's the best strategy?
I think the owner should put themselves in the customer's shoes. Like how much will we pay for the food? That's the very important to define how you price it. So do not overvalue your food, right? You should price and then get a certain profit will do.
Would you say like how many percent would be like in your terms, you have been to so many, so pricing wise, you should be very clear on why is it so expensive and all that. Is it on par with the quality of food or anything like that? So how much percentage, especially for someone starting out, would you have any advice?
So we talk to a lot of owners. So they always tell us, because we do not own a food business right now, but they always share with us like their profit margin is around 30%. So I would say 30% is fine.
Yeah.
30% is fine, because we also need to understand as a business owner, you have to pay for rent, ingredient, you have to buy upfront, right? Your employees. So I think 30% is fair.
Yeah, true.
Then you have to pay for marketing and advertising as well.
Yeah, that's right. Do you think is it important for a F&B business to do branding?
Branding.
Yeah, sometimes it's like a chicken and egg question. Whether should I advertise first or should I focus on improving my food quality first? Which one should I go first?
I think advertising and marketing in every business is very important.
Yep. Especially after we came into this business, we realized that after we go for advertising, our client actually told us that their sales can go up to 3 times, 4 times.
Wow.
Yeah, for as long as 3 months.
Yeah.
So actually that is where they can see the ROI, because no matter how good your food is, you can only rely on words of mouth. So if you cannot get your story, your quality, your brand story up there on a platform for people to see, then I would say the growth you can still grow, but maybe it will be slower, as opposed to if you actually go out and advertise and actually actively looking for. You can go for influencers, not necessarily through Penang Foodie, but I think active promotion and marketing is very important in growing your business for F&B wise.
One question, like, how important is it for hawker stalls to do advertising? Like, cafe and restaurants is fair, but for char kway teow, I just sell, the corner, I sell char kway teow. How am I supposed to do? How am I going to create a story behind? I mean, because you guys are doing like videos and articles, I'm sure you all have a strategy of doing that. How important is it to do that?
I think before they want us to advertise as a hawker, they have to see their capability to cater for the crowd. Now. Because for hawker, they usually like 1 cook and 1 helper. But for us to help them to craft a story is really based on their real story. How they come up with the recipe, how long ready. So it's really from their recipe, from their background, then we can craft the story behind it.
Yeah, I think some hawker center in Penang, like since I'm a Penangai and I know, some of them are like selling their, hawker food for generations, right?
Yes.
And do you think that story should be, spoken out to people rather than just keeping it inside, like, 我自己知道就好.
Usually for this kind of story, we actually cover it for free. So every day our editors or videographers, they will go out and look for this kind of unique stalls to cover. Yeah, so for this kind of stall, we don't take any payment. Yes. We just want to share their story. We just want to help them. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
so usually they will like speak in Hokkien or like, this is being like that kind of thing.
Yes.
So you all will have to like do your own translation. Yes. And then even for Malays and Indians, like Penang covers so many various food and flavor. So you'll have to go and reach out to people. What if like Indian fellas say,
Oh, but they can still speak.
Yeah, usually they will speak in Malay or English. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think as a Malaysian, we can still understand
Yeah.
Yes.
a few
Can.
body language.
That's our yeah. I
Because
think
some of
that's
our Indian friends, they can say Hokkien as well.
yeah, that's true. That's true. So in Penang Foodie itself, not only Penang Foodie, Good Foodie Media, you will have a lot of different races all working together.
Yes.
To speak different languages. Even in Bangkok, you have Thai people soon. And then for Chinese, you have to write Chinese translation. So in terms of how you guys would how to really proofread or anything like that for you, I mean, your founders, you all have to go through it. How would you understand, or would you really communicate so much with your people, especially even in the people that are in Singapore, in Johor, that are so far away? How y'all like really guide them and manage them?
So we always start with why we are doing this. So every week, I would say every quarter, we'll do the town hall. We'll tell them our mission. So that's where they know what to do. Like why they are doing this. Start
Is
with
there a
why
standard SOP
for
the contents that you're doing?
Okay. As long as they are telling people what some of the best eat, that's our SOP.
Okay. Very simple and very
Yes,
straightforward.
very simple.
Oh, okay. So it's like, as long as you know where to go to get good food, you know how to serve the people first rather than writing for yourself to read. That's like the two main points of all your contents.
Yes.
But for article wise, we actually have SOP so that it's search engine optimized. Yeah. So for that, we actually have our senior editor to guide our newcomers on how to write it in the sense that people will be able to discover it on Google. Yeah. So this is very important because for food wise, you don't actually go and actively promote it. People will search for it on Google and on Facebook as well. So we need to make sure that all our content is searchable.
So I think the key here is you write content not just is readable. You need to be able to rank as well.
Yep.
You have
Yeah,
to
as a
focus on
business.
SEO.
Yep.
Yeah.
So with all the skills that, SEO and digital marketing is something that you really have to go and practically do it before you know it. But are you guys like sending people for training, or y'all learn? How do y'all learn? Like, y'all really go and touch the thing to do it, or y'all, get some mentor or whatever?
We always learn it ourselves. So that's how we started. So we just do Google. There are so many learning documentation for you to see, and all the success story. So that's how we learn. So we put it into action. So when we see the result, we share to our people.
Yeah, Nicholas is very into SEO.
Yeah.
So he will actually teach all of us, including the senior editors, on how to improve on their ranking. So our senior editors will be the one to pass on the message, because actually for now, when we have too many pages, it's very hard for us to communicate one by one to all our editors anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, can I ask you guys to share one secret about SEO? Because SEO is something that I'm trying to learn as well. Like, just one small secret if you were to share to our listeners.
Okay. I think my secret to SEO is, I would say, it's title tag. It's very simple. And also image optimization. But for now, it's getting harder because there's so many blogs every single day. So for now, you have to really write long form. Long form content will work. So to define long form content, you should really know your title well, not topic well. So you need to do a lot of research as well. Right?
I think in your terms, you're also trying to cut out from a lot of competitors that are using bots. A lot of, like, if you see, there are a lot of people that are on, that has a lot of followers growing very, very rapidly.
Okay.
They are using a lot of bots and a lot of, some black hat methods. I wouldn't say black hat is bad, but for what you are saying, you are trying to grow everything organically, to write long form like contents to really tell people that you really know your stuff, and that is how you get it ranked. So I think that is one very good takeaway that we can all learn from, because a lot of people are very impatient on growing their page, on their profile, but you guys really show how it is meant to do, like meant to be. Really have to take one step
Go
at
for
a
the
time.
white hat method, be legit,
Yes.
don't take shortcuts. Yeah.
And SEO is really a long-term thingy. It's not like it won't happen tomorrow when you write articles. So your article actually send a lot of signals to the Google algorithm, how many people views, how long they stay, right? How soon they go out, right? So this is all the important metrics.
Yeah.
All right. So let us talk about maybe what was the future for Good Foodie Media. Maybe you guys are planning like a event, or maybe you want to gather all the nasi lemak in one place and so on. What are you guys going to do in the future?
Okay. We are exploring a few things. So for us, our vision is to become the leading digital media in Southeast Asia. So we are now in Singapore, Malaysia, and Thailand market. So our next target will be Manila, Philippines, and Jakarta, Indonesia.
Wow.
So as a media, so we will grow into that segment. So the next thing will be our technology, our apps. So we will invest heavily in our apps. So that's the second part. So the third part will be our community and events. So once we have the right people, we will definitely do it. Because to connect with our community is also very important. That's why we created a groups for them. So they can share there, they can talk. So it will be a really great if they can meet offline, right? So now they are always communicating online in the comment section. So one day they can really meet up and do an offline event.
So there is a possibility that one day all the nasi lemak stalls in Penang, all the good ones, will actually come together lah. Would you say so?
I think so.
Yeah.
All the
It's a
great food in Penang.
possibility.
Yes.
Okay. I think that's something that we can all anticipate. I think, is there... anything you guys want to ask us? Anything at all?
I think
Okay. Since you all are in digital marketing, is there a thing that you see there's a loophole on us or weakness that we can improve?
Wow, like throwing this ball to us is like a audit, like we suddenly have to become auditor. I think like from 2016, I can see you guys growing from, how you're going onto trends without the trend coming out first. I think you can forecast a lot of this kind of thing. So whatever you guys are doing, you are taking a lot of risk, which is something that I think we all have to learn from. And in terms of anything that is, y'all are trying to target to so many niches, like going into halal food, Chinese, English, different countries and all that. Content marketing is definitely very good already. And in terms of advertising, I think, let me see. There are still a lot of things that y'all can go into, like maybe YouTube. I'm not too sure whether are you guys on YouTube, on whether getting more influencers to really come in, or more real foodie that are local foodies to come in and really talk about food, like mainly to increase that quality there. That one, in terms of me, is like content marketing lah.
Because I think the way you guys want to invest into app is a very good initiative, because you want to gather and collect back your database. Because if you just rely on Instagram and Facebook, one day you don't know what's going to happen. So you need to pull back all the audience and build your own database and email list. That is a long-term strategy, no matter you're in marketing or digital marketing. And I think the app can be your first, the first step into a long-term of business.
Yeah, of course, the app is not easy to develop. Like we all know that there can be so many bugs. Even the website itself has bugs. On applications, I think it's even harder and it will take time. So these are the things that maybe you guys will have to go through.
Yeah. And exploring into TikTok is also
we love TikTok.
TikTok has the best organic reach right now.
Correct.
Without spending anything.
you're actually on TikTok also.
It was like 5 years ago, the reach on Facebook. So now they're actually pushing your content to a lot of people. In fact, they are spending like $3 million USD per day to advertise the apps.
Yeah.
So if you want to get on social media, I think TikTok is the right place right now.
Yeah,
Yes.
this one is also something Sense has been like telling us, like, go and take videos on TikTok and then post on TikTok.
You don't know what will take
you
off.
don't know.
Yeah, you just have to push the content and
Yes.
So now we go into the section where we call questions of the pod. So we have 2 questions that we got from our audience that we would like to ask you guys. So what is the
Okay.
questions?
Actually, the first questions that we got from our audience is, please give me advice to start an F&B business in Penang? Just now you have already answered half of it. And then what are the areas of an F&B business should I focus on to succeed in the market?
Okay.
Like, is it
Like,
the
is
price
there-
or is it the service or is it the environment?
I think back to the point that we mentioned is always about the food
Yeah.
and the price. Of course, the hospitality, cleanliness is also very important right now. So I think if as a food business owner, focus on these 4 key areas, I think your customer will be coming back. And then through word of mouth, and then through advertising, so you can do your own Facebook ads, not necessarily engage a media or influencer. You can also try error, spend as little as 30 ringgit per day. So you will see the result.
Yeah, I think these are quite simple steps that everyone have to really listen and not be too impatient. Like a lot of people just fail at the part where, today I put 30, tomorrow I should have 3K followers. Like that's like...
Oh, yeah, but now the social media is not about followers anymore as a business. So it's about just the conversion of people coming in, the food traffics, right? Because as a business, follower is not important, I think. We are media, so it's different. So for you just really need to spend on ads. I think you will see a result.
I think start taking action instead of overthinking about it.
Yeah,
like,
the
what if I spend
followers.
200 and no result? You just have to do it sometimes. You have to try and error.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the end of the day, it still comes back to the food itself and whether you have your own unique selling point. Like what we can see, a few cafes is doing very good. I would say like China House, why are they so good? It's because they are the only ones who make all kinds of cakes. So people will always go back for the cakes. Yeah. So, and also there's one, we know, it's also our personal favorite, Joy's Cafe. So yeah, what they are doing different from others is that they promote healthy food. And at the same time, although it's promoted as healthy food, they don't, they are very serious about the food taste as well. So that is how you stand out from the others. You have your own unique selling point. So every time we go to a client, we always ask them, what is your unique selling point? And if they are able to answer that question, then they know what they are doing. And if they can't answer that question, then it's very hard for us to help them promote also. Yeah. So you have to know where you're standing, what makes you different.
I think that's very important for all all F&B owners to understand what is truly their selling point. Some can sell their story, some can sell their food quality, some can sell their service.
Yeah, it can be your family recipe. It can be because you are using imported ingredients. Yeah, all kinds of. But you need to have one thing that stands out from the other.
I think recently we have seen a lot of food outlets being concept stores. They are selling food and also maybe some knickknacks of like journals, clothing, fashion, all that. I think it's something that people can also look into. And I think the second question we have from our listeners is that it's a bit controversial. Malaysia and Singapore food. Okay, so there is always this question behind which food is better, Malaysia or Singapore. Since you guys are on both places, tell us honestly. So
Honestly.
Honestly speaking, because I grew up here, I still love Penang food more than Singapore food. But one thing I realized is because a lot of people has been telling me, oh, Singapore food is just so-so. But when we go over there and we really go and explore the hawker food, one thing that they are better than us is that they have more variety of street food. Yeah, this is one thing I realized. And so because for Penang street food, there is not as much variety as in Singapore. So, but then taste-wise, I would still prefer Penang's food. But I would like to say that Singapore's food tastes better than I expected. Yeah, so there are still good food there.
So +1 for Malaysia, but Singapore is still good.
yeah, Singapore is still good, not 0. Okay, so all the Singaporeans don't come and I'm sorry, yeah. So there's one more last question. Okay, this is coming from me. So in Georgetown area, tell us 3 places that serves good lunch food.
Okay. My personal favorite would be the Sky Hotel roasted chicken.
Okay.
So it's a chicken rice shop, basically.
Okay.
So it's near Georgetown. It's called. I always I label it as a Sky Hotel chicken rice.
Mm-hmm.
Then my second flavor is hot bowl curry mee.
Sorry, come again?
It's a hot bowl curry mee. The shop name is hot bowl curry mee, white curry mee.
Okay.
So they specialize in white curry mee.
Okay.
That's the best in town.
Oh, did they create the instant noodles?
No.
Oh, okay.
So the third one you want to share?
I
Something
want to,
healthy, something vegan, or anything that we can target everyone.
Okay. I think I actually just now I wanted to say Honkey, but then it's all not Muslim friendly. So I want to add on like
okay.
Hamid Patami Sotong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that is, although it's
The
quite
mee
flooded
sotong.
with tourists, but actually
mee
it's still
sotong.
very
It's still-
good. lah.
it's- yeah.
Yeah, locals still go there.
It nears our office, so we still go there for lunch sometimes.
Okay.
If healthy food, then the one I said just now, Joy's Cafe.
Okay.
This is
fair
not
enough.
paid, but they're really good.
Maybe Joey's Cafe, if you're listening, then you know what to do. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we have about everything we want to ask today, and we really enjoyed the conversation with you guys. I'm a bit hungry now because I haven't had breakfast. So, without further ado, I would like to end this podcast today. Thank you so much to
Thank
Good Foodie
you.
Media.
Thank you for having us.
May
Thank you,
and
May.
Nicholas. And today we covered a lot of secrets, man, that you know, in future, the application, the
And
events
we
that
know
are-
who to ask for lunch.
yeah, we know who to ask for lunch soon.
Which website to visit.
Yeah, which
know what food
website.
yes.
And there's so just now every places that you covered is on Penang Foodie, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so if you want more details on what Nicholas and May shared on their favorite places to eat, you can also go to Penang Foodie's blog and also check out their page, their social media. You're on Instagram.
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
Yep. And YouTube, we're
We are there.
growing there.
Okay. So I think that's about it. Yeah. Thank you very much for listening.
And please, if you like this podcast, please follow us at aliasjumix.com.my. We are also on
Everywhere.
everywhere: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, TuneIn, Stitcher, and also YouTube.
Yeah, and you would like to be on our podcast, you can also reach us through our email at after5@jumix.com.my. So I think thank you so much again. Thank you for coffee, and we're going to lunch later. You're going to recommend. And, okay. Thank you
Thanks.
very much.
Thank
Diana
you.
signing out.
And this is Sans signing out. Bye bye.
Bye.